Well, in his speech to a joint session of Congress this week, President Donald Trump made this claim about Social Security, an issue important to many Floridians. He said millions of people well over the age of 100 are receiving Social Security benefits.
3.5 million people from ages 140 to 149. And money is being paid to many of them.
So, Daniel, that's just a slice of what the president said during the joint address to Congress. He went on and on about all these ancient people receiving Social Security. What do the fact checkers say?
It's all a lie. I'm 103. So
You're on Social Security.
I'm on Social Security, so I'm part of that group. But it was just a pure steaming pile of balderdash that he was offering up here.
But the Republicans cheered him
yes,
when he said
because
it.
they're stupid. And it was a talking point that he was trying to make, and this is, if we added up all the lies and misinformation he told during that 100-minute diatribe, we'd be here for the next week. It gets people inflamed to think that all these dead people are collecting Social Security. It simply is not true.
The problem is, though, that a lot of people, millions of people, will only see that clip.
That's right.
And it was one of the most effective parts of his
That's
speech,
right.
when he started being specific about the kinds of things that DOJ has found. And then when you learn later that that's not true, that they cut off, so payments at 115 years old max, and that the way the computer system is built, the old language, it's not worth going back and dealing with all these old things. When you learn that, then it's like, wow, what else is he saying that's not true? But for most people, they'll only have heard what was the most effective part of his speech.
That's right, because a lie, what's that old line about how a lie just ping-pongs its way around the world?
There's a problem with the tech systems, and he needs to have the DOJ people go, which are all techies, the tech bros as they call them, they need to go fix these antiquated systems. AP did a great article that if you were past a certain age and they didn't have your birth date, it defaulted like 1875. Okay, so we know there's a problem. It doesn't appear that there's people that are actually getting payments that are dead, but there are probably a few, but they could fix that if they'd invest in getting their software systems, just like in the Department of Defense. Most of the waste is in the Department of Defense. They say 230 billion, but they have antiquated systems that we used in the 90s. That's where they should be putting the resources. So he's got his finger on it, but he hasn't got it point in the right direction.
Steve, I did look up the numbers. About 90,000 people over the age of 100 or 100 and over do receive Social Security benefits, but it's not in the millions. No. Steve, what's Trump doing here? Is he teeing up a reason that we should be doing away with Social Security or privatizing Social Security? What's the president up to?
That's the fear. That's the fear for sure. A 30,000-foot observation, if I may. We're all, those of us who follow Trump and are disgusted with Trump, we're all asking each other and asking ourselves, what's it going to take, to get people in Pennsylvania and Michigan and certainly parts of Florida to say, you know what? I shouldn't have voted for this guy. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have put this guy back in the White House. My money is on messing around with Social Security. My friend Rosemary will attest to this as well. At the Sun Sentinel, we've got a lot of well-educated, older readers. And yes, they've done pretty well financially. A lot of them have in Broward and Palm Beach County, but they're also extremely reliant on that monthly Social Security check. It's their lifeline to economic security. And Trump is messing around with that, and that's really dangerous.
And they vote, Steve. They vote.
I think he's made it clear he is not going to touch Social Security, and there's nobody in his administration, the serious people like Susie Wiles and the people in Florida that support him, like the Joe Gruters, that want to touch Social Security. So but you ask why what it'll take for people not to vote for him, for the Democratic Party to get off of the crazy wokeism and the most people that voted for Trump do so, even if they don't like him, which a large group of Republicans don't, because they're scared of the alternative. So make the alternative less scary if you want to be competitive.
Elon Musk, who runs the Doge operation, said this week, Jennifer, that Social Security is nothing but a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah. He's not new in saying that. I can think back to 2000 and George W. Bush talking about privatizing Social Security. This is laid out completely in Project 2025 from the Heritage Foundation, all of these steps to increase the age, reduce the amount. This isn't original. Trump does not have an original thought. He borrows from others.